The way I kind of think back, I was teaching in elementary school, and very suddenly I was asked to switch up to high school, and coincidentally that was the year that your grade moved into high school. So whenever I think of the kids in this particular class, I think back to kindergarten all the way to 8th, and then when you moved up to high school, it was like I moved up to high school. And so when I was learning everything about being in high school, you guys were learning everything about being in high school. And so we were having all the same anxieties and worries and fears and pleasant surprises and joyful moments, and all of those things sort of happened together. And so when I think of my daily life at MaST, I can almost always see someone from this grade, this class, in my mind, because we've literally been together for 13 years.
So memories, I would say, so a couple of them, when I had you guys in 9th grade, I taught English, and I had Calvin in my class, and we were reading the book Night. And we made it halfway through the book Night before Calvin realized that Elie Wiesel was, in fact, a guy. And for one of his answers on his quiz, I forget even what the question was, but all Calvin wrote was, "She ugly." So it's quality work like that that's gonna make me miss you guys.
My favorite memory is when you guys were sophomores, and I had Joey Haney, Takaya, Brian Redenauer, Matt Hess, and Brian could not take a test or a quiz unless I gave him a carrot, and he started calling it his lucky carrot, and because I was always eating carrots in their class. So one day I gave out a carrot to everyone, and Brian understood that like the carrot was there for him to focus, but Takaya ate the carrot before the test even began. So the lucky carrot became a joke in the class.
And then senior year, Calvin decided to go on a rampage about Santa Claus and said something to the equivalent of, "Why this man be coming down my chimney in trash?" I believe was the quote, as close as possible to it.
I'd say there's a lot of memories, but anything involving Jeremy.
Another favorite moment would be when I was just innocently teaching, and Max burst into my room wearing the Panther costume, and within a second or two of being in the room, fell over a desk that had been sitting in the spot for almost the entire year. Fell over the desk, tumbled to the floor, promptly got up, sat at a desk, and started reading a U.S. history book.
I guess the one that sticks out the most is Brian Redenauer swallowing the bottle cap.
Hello, my name is Brian Redenauer, also known as the Bottle Cap Kid. I did swallow a bottle cap.
Just out of the middle of nowhere, just having class, minding our business, and all of a sudden it's super quiet, and Brian just makes this loud sound, and we all were like, what is going on? And
see, what had happened was I took it off of my bottle. I was in Miss Gifford's class, Spanish. I was kind of bored, so I put it in my mouth. And I proceeded to look at my friend Daniel Winter, shout out Danny, and I made a fish face, like that, and the cap was in my mouth. I said, sucked in the cap, got lodged in my throat for about 5 seconds.
He's like, I swallowed a bottle cap. And the whole class just starts dying. And I'm like, are you okay? Are you okay? He says yes. And then he like runs out the classroom.
Couldn't breathe, thought I was gonna die, swallowed it, then had to go to the nurse's office, and then went to the hospital.
It was just, they would not stop making fun of him for that. It was like the funniest thing ever that Brian swallowed a bottle cap.
So my advice to Scott Gill would be to, when you're in college, not everyone's going to know you right away, so maybe cut down on the strange noises every time somebody says something not at all questionable, or the most innocent thing. We don't need the,
Matt Hess would benefit from a How Not to Drill Holes in My Table online course.
Joe Conti, chicken is poultry, which is a form of meat.
Perhaps to Joanna, you might want to invest in the 2019 version of the Fact of the Day, and maybe switch up publishers, and the joke of the day, I found them to be okay, maybe tepid at times. May I recommend maybe a mainstream comedian?
Joey Haney, just go to bed at a reasonable hour, please. You need it. You'll need the sleep.
Maggie K needs to stop stealing pudding from senior citizens. They're really hungry.
Chase.
It's Brian Redenauer. Stay away from bottle caps.
Max, definitely keep your eyes out for any obstacle that may be thrown in your way or already be sitting in your way upon approaching it, such as a desk. Also life struggles, I guess.
Rochelle, don't be afraid to make more rainbow sponges. You don't have nearly enough.
Navdeep, try to expand your repertoire past the iPad. We all know you're really good at iPad. Give us something else. Just take it to that extra step at college.
MaST means this is a place where I matured. It's a place where most people matured, not all though.
This has been a place for me to get a hot meal, a hot attitude, and a hot hug.
MaST for me is coming in every day and hearing Mr. Jim say, "Have a nice day."
So MaST is a place where we can have fun always, but still get our work done when the time comes.
MaST means a lot to me. I've been here for 13 years and I've had the chance to meet a lot of good people, nice students, very nice teachers, and they carried me all along the way. So it's been fun.
MaST means to me a late slip in the morning.
MaST means to me soggy chicken patties and terrible lunch.
MaST means to me a warm hug from Brian.
Love you.
Aww.
Oh, MaST means to me a lot of procrastination.
MaST means to me a lot of broken bones. I've broken my 2 ankles once every year of high school. It's been rough, not gonna lie.
So what does MaST mean to you?
Math and science technology. Yeah, that's really all it means to me.